Shizuru is a university student, but she only has the body of a child. Due to a hormonal imbalance, her body stopped growing. With her baby teeth still intact, Shizuru looks like a child compared to girls her age. Since she isn't physically developed, she lacks any charm. Her classmates treat her like an oddity. When she meets the handsome Makoto, Shizuru falls for a boy for the first time. Since Makoto doesn't say anything about her appearance, they become friends. Having her first friend makes Shizuru extremely happy. To show her love, she follows Makoto wherever he goes. They go to a quiet forest together to take photos. While Makoto eats regular meals, Shizuru always eats just a donut. She says the nutrition in a donut is enough for her. She also shares her usual donut with Makoto. Just as she thinks her relationship with Makoto is progressing, a girl arrives at their school. That girl is the beautiful Miyuki. Makoto already has a secret crush on Miyuki. Miyuki starts liking Makoto back and takes him to meet her friends. Seeing Miyuki and Makoto hitting it off makes Shizuru upset. Since he spends all his time with Miyuki, he stops hanging out with Shizuru. Makoto's new friends talk about Shizuru. When Makoto realizes Shizuru heard him going along with their talk, he feels guilty and apologizes with a donut. Being comforted by Makoto makes Shizuru happy like a little child. From that day on, they go back to eating and hanging out together as before. She follows him while he takes photos, just like old times. Since they are always together, they even start looking like a couple. She thought the forest was their secret spot, but one day Makoto brings Miyuki along. Shizuru greets Miyuki and heads home, but Makoto follows her to ask what's wrong. Shizuru says nothing and goes straight home. The next day, Makoto is surprised to see Shizuru and Miyuki chatting and laughing. He misunderstands, thinking she is trying to interfere between him and Miyuki. It's not what he thinks. Shizuru has decided to like whoever Makoto likes. The three of them become friends. One day, Shizuru carries a large bag to school. After a fight with her father, she ran away from home, and Makoto lets her stay at his place for a while. She hugs him out of gratitude, but Makoto pushes her away. To prevent classmates from misunderstanding if they see them leaving the house together, they take separate paths. That evening, the meal Shizuru cooked for Makoto is incredibly delicious. Even more strangely, instead of a donut, Shizuru eats a real meal for the first time. By following Makoto because she liked him, she has genuinely started to enjoy photography. They plan to take photos in the forest together on their day off, but Makoto has to attend a wedding with Miyuki. She feels a bit disappointed, but helps him pick out clothes and shoes for the wedding. Even though she loves him, Shizuru wants nothing in return. She is happy as long as Makoto is happy. On the way back from the wedding, Makoto and Miyuki stop at a photo studio and take pictures as bride and groom. He is so happy he forgets about Shizuru. When he returns home, Shizuru shows him her fallen baby tooth. Before they knew it, it's Shizuru's birthday. She asks for a kiss from Makoto as her birthday gift. She doesn't get a confession of love from him, but she is satisfied just with a kiss. That evening, since Shizuru's photography project is finished, Makoto buys vegetables to cook together. But he doesn't find Shizuru at home, only a goodbye note. He searches everywhere she might be. Checking with the teachers, he finds out Shizuru has dropped out of school. He can't understand why she would drop out so close to graduation. At the same time, he realizes he has fallen deeply in love with her. Heartbroken, Makoto wanders aimlessly in the rain and catches a fever, so his friends rush him to the hospital. After graduation, his friends go abroad, but Makoto stays in the same house, still wanting to wait for Shizuru. 2 years pass in a flash, and Makoto becomes a professional photographer. One day, a letter arrives from New York, where Shizuru is. As soon as he finds out her address, Makoto flies to New York. In New York, it's not Shizuru who comes to pick him up, but Miyuki. 6 months ago, Shizuru and Miyuki met by chance on the street and ended up sharing an apartment. Miyuki tells him that Shizuru is in Los Angeles for a work trip. Makoto is happy because he is about to see Shizuru. The next day, while Miyuki is at work, Shizuru's father leaves a voice message on the home phone. He says Shizuru's ashes have been properly scattered and thanks Miyuki for taking care of her. Unable to believe Shizuru is dead, Makoto waits for Miyuki to return and asks for the truth. Shizuru had suffered from a strange illness since childhood, the same one that killed her mother. Since she would die upon reaching maturity, Shizuru had to eat non-nutritious food to stop herself from growing. When she fell in love with Makoto, she started eating regular meals because she wanted to grow up for him. Even knowing that maturing meant death, Makoto was more important to her. Her baby teeth falling out was a sign of her body's decline. When she received a kiss from Makoto, Shizuru realized that she didn't just have a child's body, but a child's mind as well. So, she took a leap and went to New York alone, finding work using the photography skills Makoto taught her. Because of her hard work, she even held a solo photography exhibition. As time passed, Shizuru matured and her body became beautiful. Her mindset also became mature through her experiences. The reason for this transformation was all because of Makoto. Just as she was about to contact Makoto, her illness suddenly worsened. From that time on, she sat in a wheelchair and wrote many letters to Makoto, but she didn't have the courage to send them. She asked Miyuki to mail them on her behalf after she died. Looking at the memory photo of the two of them displayed at the exhibition, Makoto bursts into tears. If only time could be turned back, the kiss he gave wouldn't have been the first and last for Shizuru. He would have stayed by her side and kissed her many more times. If changing for the man you love leads to death, then never change. Thank you for watching until the end.